Hey everyone, Avaball here, and we're back at a Fortnight of Frenni Fazclaires from Nightfox. And I actually looked at my previous videos, so I know where we are. We are on night 8. Usually when I start these, I'm like, where did I leave off? I have no freaking idea, but nope, definitely 8. I don't know what we did in the previous night, but whatever, we'll just get into it. No. What did I do? Hit the wrong button completely. Load. Which one? When it says night 8, yes. That would be the best. Alright, we're on track. Something feels off when I get inside the nightclub. If like there's someone right behind me at all times, no matter how many times I look. Even when I get to the security room and check the feeds, there's no sign of anyone stalking me. I shake my head and read the note Smith left on the door. New girl's finally here, kid. She's in the 5th pod. See to it that she meets the other girls and ensure she's Rule 1 compliant. But don't go breaking Rule 1 either. I will know. Ciao. A new girl? Fuck. That means someone else has gone missing? Could be a student from Waterfall Institute? I turn my attention to the cameras in the animatronic room and see that the 5th recharge pod is filled by a large animatronic. Oh! Her body is overall white, with black X markings and stripes here and there. It has special joints that I'm guessing let her control how wide and tall she is to some degree. Yeah, so what's she gonna be, a Marie? Exaggerated makeup and painting covers her faceplate, not unlike classical theater or carnival masks. The pod name tag reads, Marie. Hey! The timing of Marie's arrival is suspect. I don't think Smith's caught on to my machinations thus far, but for a new girl to show up right in the middle of upgrades to the original girls? For all I know, he could be scrying on me? Or is that supposed to be, I think it means spying. No, wait. Scrying is only a thing in, okay, Dungeons and Dragons. I found out in my research of the paranormal. Still, I don't like the fact that Marie's here now. I have no ideas where her loyalties lie, let alone why Smith wants me to make sure she's Rule 1 compliant. Shouldn't he have done that before unleashing her into the club? Well, there's only one thing for me to do now. I head for the animatronics room. Once I'm outside Marie's pod, I look to the nearest camera and repeat my oath. I will not fuck the animatronics. Then I tap the open button on the pod and step back. There's a hiss as the pod opens up and disgorges Marie onto her feet. Her eyes flutter open, followed by her stretching and yawning. When she speaks, her voice has the hint of a foreign accent. Australian, maybe? I was having such a nice dream. And who might you be, little fella? I'm Josh Black, the night guard. Do you know your name, where you are? Of course, I'm Her eyes flashed red before turning blue. I'm Marie. I'm the new girl at Frenni Fazclaire's nightclub, home to the best and safe adult entertainment. When it comes to safe adult entertainment, do you know the rules of the nightclub? Rule 1 is not to fuck the customers, right? Close, it's do not fuck the animatronics, period. It's the most important rule that keeps the nightclub running smoothly. Marie steps closer, within arm's reach of me, before tilting her head to the side. Aw, that means you and I can't have a little fun? Exactly. Nope, sorry, unless you want me to lose my job. Her eyes flash blue once more. Right, you're the night guard. That means you're the highest authority in the building during the night shift. That's correct, and I like to keep things simple and stress-free. You're free to move about the club if your recharge sequence ends early. Only ask that you don't interrupt me if I'm doing something and that you listen to any order I give you. Mr. Smith, the owner, likes to leave a list of tasks for me to get done before the shift is over. They usually take time and effort to accomplish before the night's out. Another flash of blue. Right, Mr. Smith is the one who created me. His goal was to create a bartender to replace the high turnover rate of normal bartenders during the day shift. Then you're in charge of the bar? I bet you'll get all kind of extra tips. Not just the kind I really want. Oh well. Can you show me where I'll be working? I have a map of the club in my memory banks, but I'm terrible with directions. Sure, right this way. And if this is a ploy to stare at my ass, remember, no touching. Rule 1. Aw. But I can look like I want, right? Sure. Yay. The same sinister feeling of being watched returns. I lead Marie to the bar. At least now I know why my ass feels like it's in danger. Thankfully, Marie doesn't cause any trouble. For now. And here we are, hard to miss, but I suppose it might be different when this place is full of customers. Smith has me doing restock duty sometimes, so if you run out of anything, just let either him or me know. Marie slides behind the bar and begins inspecting the various liquors, taps, and bottles available to her. Quite the selection here. 20 different beer taps, 50 or so various liquors, and more mixers than is really necessary. Not to mention some of these bottles might be worth more than I am. No wonder Mr. Smith needed a consistent, dependable bartender. She grabs Kahula, vodka, and vanilla cream, as well as a glass and some tea ice. There's no rule against serving you drinks, is there? I settle onto a bar stool. Nope, it just comes out of my paycheck. You've got the making of a right Russian there, if I'm not mistaken. Always wanted to try one. Marie smiles, and her hands moving with the kind of skill and grace that only comes with actual experience over several years. And settle in, mate. I'm here to make you the best right Russian under $20 that you'll ever have. She's not wrong. When I take a sip of the cocktail, I'm blown away by the texture and decadent taste. It's smooth, creamy, and overall, a great treat. I wonder how much he's getting paid. I mean, he's having one of those right Russians. That's like an hour's worth of work right there. That's pretty damn good. Seems you got the bartender thing nailed down. Do you think Smith's gonna keep you behind the bar at all times? The other girls all sing, dance, or otherwise perform for the customers. Anything like that in your wheelhouse? Aside from bar tricks, let me see. Rice pulls blue several times as I assume she's checking her programming. I can dance, and I'm also able to offer customers the extra special VIP package. What's the extra special package? Exactly. Does it break Rule 1? Nope. Mr. Smith doesn't consider offering body shots at a $500% markup to be in violation of Rule 1. Interesting. The other girls seem to be more restricted in that regard. Speaking of, you may want to introduce yourself to them soon. I can help smooth things over if you need me to. I don't know if they'll be awake anytime soon, though. It's a toss-up who completes their recharge sequence early. I think I'll be fine, but thanks for the offer. My conversational suit is just as advanced as the other girls. That mean Bonfi and Fexa were test subjects for the software upgrade? That's good to know. That sort of thing will come in handy while manning the bar. Think you could pass along any weird rumors or troublemakers I should keep a lookout for? I might be the night guard, but it helps to know what issues the day shift deals with. Oh well, save anyway. Let's play on it. I actually forgot about saving. Yeah, I can do that. Sure. Cool. This might seem like an odd question, but you have this aura about you. Any idea what that might be? Marie's eyes flash crimson for an extended period before she laughs it off. For someone that doesn't can't fuck me, you certainly aren't adverse to flirting. No dice there. At least have some major clues to work with whenever I go searching for missing people later on. She's Aussie, a bartender, and her name likely begins with the letter V. There can't be too many of those, even if I go back a few years. I decided to pass off my comment as a joke. Just checking your Rule 1 restraints. Last question before I leave you to it. Do you have something like a bouncer mode if one of the patrons get rowdy or needs to be kicked out? I've bounced enough bars to know that a bartender is lord of their domain. Marie leans over the bar, squishing her tits on the surface as she answers. Well, I'm quite capable of dealing with people making trouble for Mr. Smith. Don't worry, Josh. I'll keep the day shift safe. I smile, flash my drink, thank Marie, then return to the security room. If what Fexa said last night is true, tonight is the last time I'll be able to use Chiku's real name to free her. Otherwise, Smith will run that update on her, and it'll be too late. Question is, do I risk freeing Chiku with Marie now in the picture? I'm gonna have to. Marie might not be bad. It's the last night, we have to. It may not be safe for me to try and free Chiku with Marie around, but I have to try. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do everything I could to make these girls' lives less hellish. No risk, no reward. I beeline for Chiku's pod and wake her from her rest. She yawns and stretches as her eyes flutter open. Oh, hey Josh. Why'd you stop my recharge sequence early? As I speak to her for the benefit of the cameras, I show her my phone with the message, play along. I was hoping I could have you make me a pizza. I am aware that it will come out of my paycheck. Chiku's eyes widen slightly before she nods. A pizza? Sure. I can go make you one. Excellent. Please deliver it to me outside the security room when it's ready. I wink, and Chiku nods once more. She departs for the pizzeria while I head back to the security room. Since I'll be taking the vents to the pizzeria, there won't be a record of me entering the basement. As far as Smith will know, I've never left the security office. True to her word, Chiku is making me a pizza when I arrive. I rush from the vents, keenly aware that I might not have much time before Marie catches on. Do you trust me, Chiku? I have to try something before it's too late to do so. She stops what she's doing to give me her full attention. I do. What is it? Used to be Sophia Hart, cheerleader and sophomore at Waterfall Institute studying nuclear engineering. In an instant, Chiku has me pinned against the wall. Ah! Her eyes are rapidly flashing between red and green. Perhaps I screwed up. I must. Her eyes land on green and stay that way. You did it, Josh. You've broken the code lock Mr. Smith had on me. Glad to hear it. Can you, let me down now? She gently releases me and looks at her body as if seeing it for the first time. I can't believe this is what Mr. Smith turned me into. I'm free now. I don't have to do what he tells me. Although, maybe I should still until you've freed all the other girls. If he catches on, he might do bad things to them. To me. To you. You're probably not wrong. Or at least your mind is your own now, yeah? Yeah, I could play pretend easily. Even falsify my internal recordings to fool Mr. Smith. I could kiss you senseless right now, but I don't want to risk it. There's way too much data flowing through my head right now, but maybe later. I flash her a smile. Later sounds great. For now, finish that pizza so we can close out this charade. You've got it, Josh. 10 minutes later, I have an amazing pizza and far less heavy conscience. Chiku's gone back to recharging and Marie hasn't left the bar. I can do some research. Save. Alright. If I want to see if my hunch is correct and Marie isn't affected by the camera loop bug. Okay. Paranormal. Let's do that. Continue to research paranormal. That brings me to 3 a.m. Keeping on the cameras to see if the loop bug is still present. Marie's at the bar, so she's my metric for this. When the bug time hits, she keeps moving about in a very not loot manner. Did Smith did Smith find and fix the bug? I quickly step out of the security room and wave at the hallway camera while keeping an eye on the screens. I don't show up. Odd. I head towards the bar, taking note of which cameras I pass to check the feeds of later. Marie stops arranging bottles as I approach. Everything alright here? Just doing my usual rounds. There's a few dead spots in the camera angles that I have to check manually. How diligent of you. Well, don't let me get in your way. I'll be fixing the bar for the rest of the night. Things are a mess back here. I'll leave you to it then. I return to the security room and pull up the camera feed playback. That's when things get even more weird. I don't show up on any of them during the time loop. even when I talk to Marie. It's as if she's always on camera, no matter what looping takes place. That's both a boon and a problem. I'll always know where she is, but if Smith scrutinizes the feeds, he might catch on to my camera looping. That just leaves me with another chunk of time to do more research before my shift is over. Let's go with missing persons. Despite my best efforts, I find no new information on leads when looking into local crimes and missing persons. Soon my shift comes to an end. I made it through another night, somehow. Yay! My apartment is as cold and lonely as I left it. Maybe if I focus on researching how to free the girls, one day they could come here. I can do a little bit of that right now before I need sleep. Paranormal. I don't know the paranormal research I can do on my own. At this point, I'll have to find a real practitioner to learn more. I'm trying to find someone who could teach me. I come across the hints that there may be some form of government-regulated organization meant to monitor and police the use of magic. What? It wouldn't surprise me if magic cops really existed. But if they do exist, then they've totally dropped the ball on policing Smith's bullshit. All I can do for now. Sleep is unavoidable. Got a little time for a little more research before I have to do my usual prep for work. Alright. Oh! Okay, we could do missing persons. Excess? I don't know if I should. I'm confused about that excess. Like, I know it says 1,000 out of 1,000 we have, but what if we do more? Oh, yeah, it didn't go up. Although I've exhausted most venues to look for information, maybe something I've heard or seen recently will help me find the girls. Despite my best efforts, if I know new information or leads when looking into local crimes or missing persons. Aw, I don't think it went up. It's getting to be that time of night where I decide whether to get off or not. Alright, so we are now going to be on night 9 for the next. Awesome. So, a little strange. So, we have Marie. She may or may not be a spy for Smith. Does she even have a soul in her? Or is she like just an animatronic? Don't know. Also, like, how come she is showing up on cameras, but it's supposed to be in the loop? Because it's not showing our character, from what you said, but whatever. Go shenanigans, right? And on that note, you all have yourselves a good one, and I will see you later.